What's happening, folks? It's Pepper, the misunderstood evil genius, everybody's favorite crazy cousin. Thank y'all for tuning in once again to the Evil Genius Network. You are watching Spoiler Alert. That's right, Spoiler Alert is back for our summer blockbuster movies. This is where I take your favorite movies that are hitting the theaters and just gonna be awesome this summer, and I destroy them for you. Spoiler alert, deal with it. Don't watch this if you don't want me to ruin the movie for you. That's forewarned. Last year, I gave y'all a couple of weeks to watch every movie. Nah, this year you got 1 week. You get 1 weekend, you get opening weekend, and that's it. I'm destroying it. Just a quick reminder, I don't give 4 stars or 2 thumbs up or whatever. I'm a different dude. You get, with me, you either get a good game or a boot to the grill. You know, because it's either good or it's bad. Period. I go through 4 categories to make my decisions. 1, acting and casting. For the people they chose for it, believable. Morgan Freeman can't be in every movie and he would make a horrible Incredible Hulk. Category number 2, interest and plot. Was it interesting? Was it better than the trailer? Pretty much. Category number 3 is a word that I made up, bullshitability. Is it somewhat believable? Look, I can understand that through special effects they could make it look like the Transformers came as an alien race down to Earth, but you cannot get me to believe that Bruce Willis never died in any of the Die Hards. It's just too, really, the shit he was doing in those movies was ridiculous. And lastly, a category I like to call miscellaneous. Was it another White Man Saves the World movie? Was it a sequel? Was it a book that shouldn't have been read, let alone made into a movie? Just a miscellaneous category of whateverness. And the tiebreaker for the 4 categories is sexy bitches. So hey, don't get me wrong here, I'm not being sexist. Sexy bitches can mean guys or females. But the deal is are the people sexy? Just are the actors and things going on in the movie aesthetically pleasing to put it over the top from a boot to the grill to a good game. So welcome and enjoy our journey into summer movie madness. And spoiler alert, also I'm adding in 1 new segment this year. It's called You Can't Pay Me to Watch That Shit. Basically it's just whatever movie came out within the recent weeks that I love movies, but if I see it and I'm like, you couldn't pay me to watch that shit, you couldn't pay me to watch it. This week's first You Couldn't Pay Me to Watch That Shit is Mom's Night Out. Really? Alright, 40-year-old white ladies, y'all knock yourselves out with that. I'm out. Honorable mention though, Brick Mansions. This was a straight to DVD release, but then Paul Walker died and it was like, hey, let's toss it in the theater and see if we can get some money out of it. Bitch made. With no further delay, let's get into this week's first movie, Spider-Man 2. It was alright. It was alright. As far as the acting and casting goes, it was way better than that first round of stuff with boring ass Tobey Maguire and that not cute pasty chick Kirsten Dunst, I think, some shit like that. I don't know. So they did a really good job with the cast. Gwen's a hottie. Gwen's a hottie. Real Talk Tuesday. As far as the acting goes, I thought it was pretty decent, except for the villains as usual in superhero movies. Was Jamie Foxx supposed to be comedic relief? Or he was underacting, it seemed like. It was not funny at all. And Paul Giamatti was a complete waste of an actor. This guy, I don't know his name, he looked familiar, but he played a better Green Goblin than the first time. Well, actually no, he didn't. He just looked more convincing of a Green Goblin than the first time. That shit was a Walmart mask. I don't know what y'all was doing on the first go around of Spider-Man's. Movie flowed along fine until the end where it took 30 minutes for Gwen to die. Really? Can we speed? This bitch should be dead by now. Can we speed this up? Oh, y'all didn't know she was gonna die? You people read? Do you read? Look, I ain't touched a comic book since I was 12. I admit that, but I knew Spider-Man's first girlfriend died. And I don't care about the chemistry and how great they look together on screen. I knew that bitch had death coming to her. It was coming. It was coming. The bullshitability factor comes about hard. Look, I'm no scientist, but he's fighting Electro, and I'm pretty sure spiders can be electrocuted. I'm pretty sure they can. And this dude just kept taking it and getting back up. And they was just all willy-nilly tossing water around. It's Oscorp. Really? Like, so they're a medical research company and they have plutonium and they're in charge of the city's water supply and in charge of the city's power supply, and like plus all the bad villains and everything bad that happens to New York comes out of Oscorp. Why don't somebody just go knock on the door and shut their shit down? As far as the miscellaneous stuff goes, yes, it's another sequel, but I think this sequel will hold it down in between our next superhero movie, and yes, it's a white man saves the world movie, but aren't they all? Aren't they all? Overall, I'll give Spider-Man 2 a good game, slightly, just due to the fact that Gwen is sexy. Sexy little white girl, man. I can't hate on it. It's a sexy little chick. So she nudges it over into the good game status. And all, it's a fun movie. That's what superhero movies are supposed to be, is fun. Join Spoiler Alert next week. We'll be doing Neighbors, new comedy, frat boys, Seth Rogen. Better be funny, motherfucker. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Watch Real Talk Tuesday. Watch Funny Fitness. Watch everything. I got some more shows coming up. I know my next one is definitely the 21st, but got some other things in the plans as well. So stay posted. Deuces.